Hi everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to know an update because Colton is 2 months old today. That would be a good time to do another update. I did do a little short earlier, but figured I'd give everyone a more specific update. If you like what I have to say, give me a like or a follow, please. I'm really actually hoping maybe this channel can somehow make a difference for postpartum experiences, especially traumatic birth and NICU experiences, because let me just tell you, we have such an awful system here in the United States. It's garbage. Like, it just is. The amount of time off we get, companies wanting you to come back. I met one NICU mom in a support group who lived in, I want to say she said Texas. I don't really remember. And because she had not worked for the company for 6 months when she had her premature baby who was in the NICU, she got no paid time off. She went back to work a week after a C-section. That's just unacceptable. Like, that's just not, no, this is not okay. So, update. Colton is 2 months. 2 months ago, all the craziness happened to us. And it's just kind of bananas to think that it's already been 2 months. He hit 6 pounds today. Huge accomplishment. That's great. He's still on, they say room air, so no respiratory support. He doesn't have anything in his nose. Well, he has a feeding tube in his nose. He doesn't have any oxygen support that's coming in. Hopefully he gets to keep maintaining that. He's been doing really well. Feeding tube in the nose. He is getting his food pushed over 90 minutes, which is a really long time, an hour and a half, because he keeps spitting up, having emesis, as they call it, which babies spit up. I know they do that, but he apparently was doing it a lot, and so he has to keep enough food down. So anyway, so now we're kind of balancing this other issue, this feeding issue. Hopefully he can start to decrease the amount of time he needs it pushed over, get to gravity feeding, and then take feedings by mouth. We are able to start trialing feedings by mouth, which is great. So I'm going to try breastfeeding tomorrow with lactation. I'm pretty excited. It's obviously a little stressful because you're worried because, you know, he's still little. I know he's the size of a term baby. 6 pounds is relatively considered average, I guess, but he's still just little, and he has had such a horrible rough start that I don't want to do anything that's gonna make it worse. So, yeah, so that's his little update. So that's positive. He's doing good. Let's talk about some postpartum stuff. The hormones and the emotions are just all over the place. I really cannot stress enough about how much postpartum support is needed in the United States that's actually covered by insurance. Like, trying to find a postpartum therapist has been super hard. I have my first therapy session with a new therapist through BetterHelp, because one of the NICU nonprofits offers a free month for NICU parents, which is huge. Like, cool, I can try it out. And that's basically 4 sessions, 1 session a week. And like, that's like a minimum thing that I think somebody could do. I think it's great that this nonprofit did it. I'm not trying to downplay the nonprofit whatsoever. I think this is amazing, and I'm super grateful. I think we need more stuff like that, and it needs to be the state and our country supporting people with families and encouraging people to have families and providing support when stuff goes wrong with your families. So yeah, it's a little extra bananas, to be completely honest, to look at everything that I'm looking through and seeing there's just no support. Like, work is really hectic right now, trying to figure out, like, they want me to come back next month, and I understand I've been off for 2 months now, and that's a long time. I only got paid for the actual birth, like, so a short-term disability, because I haven't been with this company for a year, and they are a federal Indian tribe, so they don't follow the state laws regarding FMLA. They have their own, and I haven't been with them for a year. So, you know, I don't qualify for some of the stuff under it. Now they are being generous, I'll say. It is nice. they've given me through like November 11th, I want to say it was. I have to go back through my emails and look to see. But like my kid might not even be home from the NICU yet at that point. He came almost 3 months early. He might be there longer than 3 months. Like, and it's super hard. So like, I'm not even getting paid. It's not like I'm getting a ton of stuff right now. I did qualify for some state benefits for my last job because it was in the eligibility period that they look at, but it's not that much. And it's like, what do you want people to do? Okay, so they just say, don't have kids then. Oh, don't have kids, or wait till you're more financially stable. Like, there's never a perfect time to have kids. Our world is just expensive. Why can't we figure out a way to promote families? I mean, really, like, we should want our country to grow. We should want our country to prosper. And that means we need to have population that can do that. And I know there's tons of people and there's tons of humans here, but really when you look at a lot of stuff from statistics, we might not even be at replacement levels. And that's just sad that we don't value the family and like babies bonding with mom and even dad. Like, dads should have like 6 months off. You know how hard it is having a new baby? Like, yes, we should work. We live in a country where work understands that, and that's a good thing. And other countries have that. A lot of European countries get 6 months to a year off. Like, that should be the minimum standard. Not, 6 weeks, you had a baby. Okay, go back to work. Or 8 weeks because you got a C-section. You're totally fine now, right? Like, absolutely not. It's ridiculous. So I'm excited. I'll let y'all know how it goes after I do my therapy session. I hope that this person seems like a decent fit. It seems like they have at least some experience with pregnancy and postpartum, so perinatal specialty. We'll see. She also has some trauma specialty, so maybe the two will work out. I don't think people really realize how different birth trauma can be, though, from other traumas and how to process that. I did go do something for myself today, which is not like me. Like, I did something really nice for myself. I went and got to a head scalp spa. So like where they do like this crazy scalp treatments, not crazy, but like in depth. It's like a massage for like your head and your face and your scalp. And they wash your hair like 4 or 5 different times with different things, and they exfoliate your scalp. And, it comes with like, a hand and a foot massage and like hot stones, and there's incense, and it was so nice. It was so nice to do that. So to say to anyone who's postpartum, go do something nice for yourself. It is worth it. It is needed. It felt so good to just kind of decompress for a little bit. Another postpartum trick that's helping when I have to drive back and forth to NICU, podcasts. Listen to something different. Listen to something that's going to entertain you. Listen to something that's funny. If you like that stuff. I've been listening to the podcast We're Here to Help with Nick Miller from New Girl, Jake Johnson, who plays Nick Miller. And it's kind of just a silly podcast. It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's just kind of silly. So it's nice. And they're usually around 45 minutes, I think, to an hour long episodes. So like one of those episodes basically gets me the majority of the way. Because I don't really listen to the podcast once I get into the little towns that I live in and to drive through town. I like to just put music on and roll the windows down at that point. But like that's most of the freeway driving is about an hour. So it is nice to just have something different. What else? Postpartum, like OCD thoughts. Oh my gosh, are bananas. Again, like it's just hard. And there's not enough people who specialize in helping people with this. And I want that to change. Like, I want it to be covered, and not everyone can afford it. I don't know, $200 for a specialist out of pocket. Not most people. And there's so many families who go through birth trauma and hospital stays and NICU experiences, and just struggles they didn't anticipate. And it is hard. So if you're going through it right now, good for you. You're doing awesome. No matter what you're doing great, because we're not prepared for it. Like, it's just, we're not set up for it here. There is a NICU, like a professional NICU conference, which NICU parents can go to for free, which I thought was neat. This is from the nonprofit Hand to Hold, and I registered for that. It is November 6th and 7th, or 7th and 8th. But it's Hand to Hold, and if you are a NICU parent, you can go to that for free, which is really, really cool. And I think they do some type of panel, so you can like share concerns with professionals. And this is really a good way, I think, to start to hopefully advocate to improve NICU experiences for families. Maybe lobby type stuff for insurances to cover it, because there's nothing. Like, I don't have any benefits to having a baby. Like, if my baby has to be in a NICU, like, there is nothing I can get for travel through my insurance. The hotel, I think, is through his insurance. It wasn't even through mine. It's through my son's insurance as like a medical necessity, which is just like so weird. It's just super stressful. And the hotel is ending on Friday. I feel super blessed that I've had it. I don't want to complain at all about it. I want to just focus on the positive for that. Of course, I wish it could be longer, but it is what it is. Another thing that I do that helps, and it's not always something I want to do, but I do it, is I pray. I mean, I'm Christian, and I thank God and Jesus every single day that Colton is even alive, because it was so traumatic, like, that he easily could have not survived. Like, 100%. He easily could have died. Without God, he wouldn't be here. And so praying is a big part of a way I practice gratitude, and a way that I practice consistency. Like, yeah, I'm frustrated some days. Some days I don't feel like I have anything to be grateful for. Some days I don't feel like I have anything to be thankful for. Sometimes I'm just mad. Sometimes I'm mad at God. Sometimes I'm mad that, like, this even happened. And then I have to reframe it, and it's not like God's like, oh, you're just gonna have this other baby right now. Boop, here you go. Like, I don't believe that. I think God was there because he saw that this was happening, and he said, I'm not gonna leave you, and I'm gonna make sure your baby's okay. And he did. And he looks significantly, like, Colton looks significantly different. And he is beautiful, and he is just this adorable little baby. So I really think that you will have to push yourself in postpartum to do things that you don't want to do at some point. And I don't think it should be something that's super hard or super challenging. It was like a weird, like, I was gonna yawn, and I'm also like trying not to cry, so it was a super weird feeling. You're gonna have to push yourself to do stuff that you don't really want to do, but that is good for you. So if it's praying, pray. If it's taking a short walk around a block, go do that. If it's drawing for 10 minutes, do that. Like, do something that's little. You might have to force yourself to do it, but it shouldn't be something that's super hard and challenging that you can't do in just a few minutes. Set a timer for it. Do things that are gonna benefit you, even if you don't always want to do them. And I think that has helped the most to get through the postpartum emotions at this moment, is the little consistent things, and finding the things that I need to do that make me useful too, and make me feel useful. I know I'm useful no matter what, but make me feel useful. So, like, we do a lot of homemade bread at home. So when I was home last, we'd run out, and of course my husband went and bought bread at the store or whatever. It's not like we have to have only homemade organic bread, but I like making it. My daughters like it. My husband likes it. I like it. he has tried making it a couple times, and it's fine, but it's not his thing. He doesn't really like doing it that much. I like doing it. I like getting to do it. The kids get excited when I do it. They want to help. And so it's like finding these little things that you can do that are just beneficial. And sometimes it has to be beneficial for somebody else, because sometimes we won't do it if it just benefits ourselves, because whatever, we feel selfish, or we feel like it's not worth it to do it just for ourselves. It is, but I get it, because there's a lot of times I'm like, I should go take a nap, but who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit anyone but me. That's okay. It can only benefit you. That is okay. But it's also okay if you feel some of the guilt. If you can find a way that it benefits somebody else and that lets you do it, great. Do that too. There's no right or wrong way to get through this. Well, it is getting late. I'm going to shower and get ready for bed. And I hope you all have a fabulous night or day whenever you watch this. God bless. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.